A blast of fierce wind and heavy rain hit much of southern Ontario today. The damage is still being assessed, but the winds were strong enough to knock out power to tens of thousands of people. Now, Sweeney has the details.
The wind and the rain blasted into southern Ontario at about 10 o'clock this morning. Environment Canada says wind speeds hit up to 100 kilometers an hour. The worst of it lasted less than an hour as a cold front went through. But it was enough to knock over power poles in Milton, where Milton Hydro reported a major equipment failure caused by the wind. It was working to restore power to a large number of customers in Campbellville and North Milton. In Wellington County, OPP were warning drivers to watch out for power crews working on lines.
A downed hydro pole. We're starting to see the effects of this severe weather that's coming into our area.
In all, at least 33,000 people were left without power across southern and eastern Ontario. In Hamilton, neighbors reported the number of bursts that sounded like pops early in the morning from a power pole as electricity was knocked out to about 572 Electra customers east of Gage Park. Ontario Hydro reported 84 power outages. Niagara Peninsula Energy reported a long list of outages. Power was off in Font Hill for a time, and the wind knocked down a maple tree in Jason Bradshaw's yard.
It's par for the course lately. We've had the snow and now the wind, so.
Just over 6 months ago, southern Ontario was hit by another major windstorm, a line of powerful storms called a derecho with speeds of up to 195 kilometers an hour, causing widespread damage and several fatalities across the province. Today's storm wasn't as violent, but Environment Canada had warned of the danger of power outages and damage, and police in Peel region were telling drivers to be prepared for bad weather.
On days like today when it's raining and visibility isn't the greatest, remember to drive your full lighting system on, front and rear. Don't just leave it in auto, sometimes that's not sufficient. As a good rule of thumb, if your wipers are on, your lights should be on.
There's no word on a total estimate of damage from the storm. Now, Shelley will have more in the forecast on how this storm came about and what to expect next from the weather. Adam?